The English are obsessed about tea. I had 3 English aunts that partially brought me up, this is true, called Nellie, Dolly and Lily. And they were obsessed about tea. Oh, I think we'll have a nice cup of tea. Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, I think when we get home, we'll all sit down and have a nice cup of tea. Oh, that'd be lovely. The way they talked incessantly about tea, you'd think they were talking about drugs or sex. Oh, I think we'll have a nice cup of tea and a line of heroin. Oh, that'd be nice. Oh, I think we'll have a nice cup of tea and a good long hard shack. Oh, that'd be lovely. They took a women's weekly, see the entire world in 30 days, discovery tour. Amsterdam in the morning, Paris in the afternoon. The whole of India in 2 days. And when they came back, they said, it were full of foreigners and we couldn't get a nice cup of tea. But I think Nellie scored some really good heroin in Amsterdam. Everyone's concerned about global warming. I had this flatmate and she'd plop herself down at the kitchen table. Isn't it a beautiful day? Let's have some lovely lunch. Just don't forget, I'm wheat intolerant, glucose intolerant and lactose intolerant, but mainly, I'm just intolerant. So I'm making lunch and she goes, aren't you recycling that tuna can? I recycle everything, but I just had a momentary lapse. I'm a bit of a greenie and I felt so guilty about that tuna can, I thought I'll make up my carbon credits somewhere else. And that's when I thought, I know, I'll drive from Ballina to Mullum at night without my lights on. It's such a small thing to do, but it can have such a huge impact. It went really well. People were yelling things out to me from their cars. They were shaking their fists in solidarity. They were flashing their lights on and off. People are just so supportive. Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to work in a brothel? Like, what would the prostitutes talk about in between clients? Hey, Narelle, have you got that recipe for lasagna? And do you know where the chlamydia cream is? Oh, the kids? Yeah, they're good. That teacher though, she's such a slut. She's given it away for free. Me law degree? Yeah, that's going really well. Contract law's a bit dry though. Shit, me undies have busted. Have you got a safety pin? Shit, here comes a client. Hi, John. I'm Lolita. Classical ballet dancers have to work hard to achieve their goals. I trained and danced professionally for years, and I'm glad all that training hasn't gone to waste. If I'm at an opening sale and I want to get to the front of the queue, I could just execute a few well-positioned développés. Excuse me. 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 Or if I want to get to the front of the queue, I can just part a beret down the aisle. Coming through. 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 Or if I just need my own space in a crowd, I can just pirouette on the spot. Fuck off. Coming out to your parents as a lesbian can be really emotional. You don't want to shock them. I built myself up to get it out. And when I told my mother she was a lesbian, she said, "Yes, I know. You always played with train sets." You know, I guess it was pretty obvious from about the age of 3. Oh, how's little Kathleen? Oh, she's good. She's lesbian. She's in there playing on the train set. Oh, she's lesbian. Oh, that's nice. That would be lovely. I think we'll all have a nice week. So whenever I'm on a train, I'm reminded of who I am. Toot, toot. Can you imagine a nature documentary on lesbians? Lesbians are a rare and exotic species. They have several watering holes and breeding grounds. They gravitate towards rainbow flags. And one of their mating calls goes like this. They bond very quickly. Hi. I know we've only just met, but do you want to move in? I'm glad I belong to a rare species. I hope I'm not endangered.